everybody, and welcome to another edition of Luxdates First Date Kit. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I talked about what to wear for a first date, and I got a lot of replies, and I decided to invite a specialist, and I'm really happy to have here with me today Juliane Yamamoto. Hi, Juliane.
Hi, Claudia. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm really happy to contribute a little bit for your amazing content.
Oh, thank you. No, it's great to have you. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. Well, my name is Juliane. I'm Brazilian, living in Luxembourg about 1 year. And I'm an image consultant and also makeup artist. Mm-hmm. And well, my focus is help people dress up according to themselves, their personality, and also their goals.
All right. Well, that's these are big topics and very important in our appearance-focused society. Tell me, what made you become interested in style?
Well, since I can remember, I used to dress up myself a lot with accessories, putting makeup, and choose my own clothes.
Did you have Barbie dolls?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, just groom the hairs and a lot of stuff, so. So, well, I used to do it, and I think that it was a way to express myself. Mm-hmm. And, well, realizing after all how much the way I used to dress up helped me grow in my previous career. Well, I put basically the work and my passion and what I used to do, because I used to help my friends and my family to dress up, to choose the clothes and etc. And I just put those together now.
Wow, that's great. You mentioned that your awareness of style helped you in your former job. Do you have an example?
Well, I was an executive assistant in a Japanese company, and I used to support a lot of executives such as expatriate, directors, vice presidents, and also president. And I realized how much it was important to show myself more in a mature way, more because I was really young at the time. Mm-hmm. So it's made a really quite difference in my career.
Wow. Did you put on glasses to make yourself look older?
No. In my personal opinion, I don't like so much this how can I say it, this accessory just as an accessory,
right? In your definition, how would you define style?
Well, style is your personality and your priority expressed by your image, your visual. Mm-hmm. So what you choose and why you choose those things to wear, and how you wear speaks a lot about your character. So it's really connected to your personality.
Okay. But tell me a little bit, how would I recognize somebody's character depending on how they present themselves?
Well, when we talk about our image, it's not only related to our clothes. It's related also our behavior, our actions. Mm-hmm. And if a person has a more traditional, elegant style, let's say it, she or he may act a bit more in a traditional way.
Mhm.
The behavior would talk also about their style.
Okay.
And if you put something more dramatic or too much on trend different, other people would see that is something wrong is happening.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Incongruent, that
Yeah.
appearance is not in line with the personality.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. Now, some people have the ability to look fabulous all the time, and they have this oh, I just threw this on kind of look, this effortless chic, and even they're wearing crazy clothes that, and you look at them, you think, oh, look, I would never wear that, but they look fantastic. So very, very in tune with themselves. So is this something that people are born with?
Well, let's start saying that those perceptions of a good style, a great style,
Mm-hmm.
it's different depending on each person, its
Mm-hmm.
perception.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some elements like well-groomed hair or makeup, good looking or quality clothes, or even some combination of colors that communicate this, so some elegant or effortless dress ups. So, but yes, I believe that we born with kind of a seed, let's say it, like
Okay.
our personality.
Yeah.
Since it's really connected to our personality, the style is connected to our personality, and it takes the shapes, let's say it, with some external influences, like such a family, cultural event, etc. So I think that we born with something and growth and make some difference as our personality.
That's interesting that you say that with the family, because when we look at how we choose partners, there are studies that, for instance, men but also women, we choose in our partner the image of the opposite parent. So men would choose a woman who in some aspects resembles their mother without having an Oedipus complex, and women choose a man who in some aspect resembles their father, or the opposite. So, but there's always something connected to the parent. I remember I had a client, and he his mother was a seamstress, and he said she was really elegant, and he said so the woman I want to meet has to be really looking after her appearance. So I see that in the dating world as well. I remember my mother. So I was the total opposite. As a teenager, my mother always wanted me to look really proper. And she always wanted me to wear vanilla yellow or marine. It's like, no, no. I want to have my torn jeans.
Okay.
And now it's funny that I'm older. Well, I still don't wear vanilla yellow, but I start to look more and more like her.
Yeah. It's quite interesting because our styles actually change.
Yeah.
According to our life, our change in life, our age, and so we have to adapt to this, and our styles can also change according to this.
Right.
So yeah, it's a really interesting thing. And about the partner that we choose, complementing what about you said. It's interesting because we used to see that person so often that for us can be something that correct
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Beautiful, because we started to see, to feel more comfortable about those things that we see so frequently.
Yeah. It's we get used to it, and we appreciate it. Yeah, I understand that. So when you think about two people meeting for the first time on a first date, and one thinks, this is a nice man or a nice woman, but I just don't like the style, and my God, did he live under a rock or what? How can somebody change somebody else's style, and what's the limit to how far can one go?
Okay, that is a really interesting question, because it's something that I experienced it in my life.
In your life? Tell us about it.
Well, I will give you an example about myself. Well, I've been married for almost 9 years.
Okay.
And my husband, I met my husband at work. And let's say that he was not good looking in terms of dress up, okay, in terms of outfit.
Yeah.
And even before I started my career as an image consultant, I influenced him to change and groom himself a little bit more.
How did you do that?
Give him some gifts, showing different stuffs and asking him to try new clothes. And for me, just so you know, I think it's gonna be good on you, something like that.
Okay.
And actually, I think it's worked.
Yeah.
But there is a very important point here. I always gave him space to tell me what he doesn't like, because the more important thing is to him feel good about himself.
Right.
So sometimes I know that especially women try to dress up more sexy, sexy, as let's say it, to please the partner, and it's okay with that. But the thing is, sometimes they don't feel comfortable with that. So it's really important to understand your limits and what you like, and I will tell you that.
Right.
There are plenty of options of being sexy, not showing skin. So
okay. So what you're saying is, in order to enhance a certain aspect of our personality, or to be more sexy, we don't have to go with the stereotype, I don't know, 10-inch heels, or how many inches.
Not at all. Not heels, not so much skins, and there are really a plenty of communications that transmit those things, and
that's interesting. It's something I have seen as well in the couples I have brought together. I remember one couple in particular, where the man he just didn't really, it didn't occur to him so much. You know, men are sometimes they can be quite practical. It's like, and the woman influenced him, and pointed him, just showed him some nice example, like you did, gave also the man, and he changed. Oh my God. Yeah. And what I could also see was that he could really feel, he really felt better in himself, and more confident.
Yeah, that's the point. You have to want your partner happy. So I did it because I knew that he would feel more confident about himself, and it would help him also in their job.
Right.
So a lot of people actually saw the difference.
Yeah,
I can tell you that, yeah,
that's great.
in a better way.
Yeah.
And also him, so he started to like those groom and to groom himself, not too much because it's part of his
Yeah.
personal style, his personality, and that's okay. But yeah, that's the point.
So it's about hitting that fine line between being patronizing and saying you have to wear this or otherwise I won't love you, and
No.
just saying, hey, why don't you try this?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. That's so I see when I talk to people, a lot of people when they date today, they're looking for the finished product. They're looking, you know, especially women, men also, they look for whatever they have in their head, how that person should look, and then they meet somebody who looks different, and they're like, oh no, I'm not interested. And personal appearance is one of the easiest things to change.
Yeah,
But with
definitely.
respect, yeah.
Definitely.
So we live in an age that's really obsessed, almost obsessed with appearance. The whole thing with Instagram and Facebook, social media in general, and especially women are worried about their appearances, and especially women as they get older. They worry about their appearance, and yet at the same time it has become socially acceptable for women to date younger men. Like men used to date younger women, now women can also date younger men. Think of Heidi Klum, for instance. And women try to look younger. What's your take on this? What's your advice?
Well, first of all, we have to think about the common way that people think about be a young woman dressed up as a sexy,
Yeah.
right? Like can be short skirt, showing more skin, long hair, etc. Too much makeups and etc. But actually, when we talk about visual communication, non-verbal communication, joviality is more about energy, good care of looking.
Yeah.
So take care of your skin, moisturize a lot, try not to use a gray hair, because gray hair it's connected to aging, but it's, of course, it's depend on your choice and your style. So just saying that it's transmit, it's communicate those things. Also, maybe put more natural makeup, some point of colors in your look in general, like accessories, some prints would help, and play with hide and show, I would say. Like if you like your legs, right, if you have a beautiful legs, why not to show a little bit and like hide other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and so on. So if you like those parts of your body, why not to show and hide a little bit other parts of your body? So you have like the sexy stereotype. Actually, you have a lot of options to look younger, and it's not about being sexy. It's not about show too much about yourself. And I will give you my really personal opinion. Okay, here. In my opinion, if a young man is looking for an older woman, I think that it's because he likes the qualities of an older woman. Right? So my advice, my really special advice is don't be so worried about looking so much young, you know. So do things to feel beautiful, and also be proud of having experiences and the confidence, because I think that it's really things that older women have, and it's really beautiful, you know. It's empowering. And even because if they want the young man want a young woman, they wouldn't be with you, okay? So
Right.
I think that's the point.
That's a very good point. And a lot of women are worried that the man will leave them for a younger version in a couple of years down the road. But when I talk to men, they say, no, I'm with her because I love her.
Yeah.
That's so reassuring that to hear this from you as an image consultant.
Yeah.
With this whole coronavirus situation that we're in, we have to socially distance ourselves, and a lot of first dates are happening online. And I put on makeup today just for you. I'm not going to show you my sweatpants, which I'm wearing under this.
Don't do to anyone that I sometimes do the same.
Yeah. Nobody knows. So what's your advice now that we have to present ourselves online? What's your advice to present ourselves, and are there things that we should watch out for?
Okay, well, I'd say first of all, smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone like to be with someone who is happy, a happy person. So it's quite a good accessory, actually, smiling, right? And I would say don't try too much and even too less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm at home now, it's online, so I would put just some shirt and that's okay.
Okay.
Right? So like we are online now, but we put some makeup, some accessories. So it's a good way to present your personality, actually, because accessories say a lot about our personality, more than you think. So think that how you would be dressed up for a coffee in the afternoon in a charming place.
Okay. So even if it's online, put a little effort into, and also probably since we're online at home, put a little effort in tidying your surroundings. Put the dirty linen away, and okay, that is great. I think that is such an important reminder, because we tend to let ourselves go a little bit at home. We're wearing our comfort clothes, but for a first date online, similar rules apply as if you were to go for a real date. That's that's reassuring, and that's some good guidance there. So could you give us a list of top 5 things that we shouldn't do?
Okay. I will give I will give things to avoid, especially in the first date. Okay, let's say.
Yeah.
Well, first one, don't show too much skin. It's for both of gender. Okay. Both of gender. Yeah. Sometimes it's not just for a woman, because it's gonna get attention to the other things that it's sometimes it's good, but at the first date, if you really want a partner, it's important to know each other as a person, personality, lifestyle. So yeah. Okay. 2, please take care to not wear clothes in bad conditions.
Ah, very important. Yeah.
I'm not talking about how much it costs, the price, the brand. No, it's about conditions.
Mm-hmm. Should be
Okay.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the first things that you are looking at when you meet a man, any man?
When I look at a man, probably I would say, in my case, hair and nails.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nails, yeah.
Very important, nails. I look at the shoes.
Oh, really?
Shoes, yeah. And look what shoes people are wearing. And interestingly, I spoke to a couple of men, and they always, that's a recurring theme. Maybe it's the men I speak to.
Uh-huh.
So the shoes are really important, and I think men look a lot more at women's shoes than we think they do.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
So clothes in good condition, clean and pressed and neat.
Yes.
Number 3.
Well, number 3. It's not so, let's say, advisable to use color that is too bright, like yellow, orange on top.
Okay.
But I'm saying that the whole colors,
Yeah.
okay. It's not a problem if it's gonna be like accessories, some
Mm-hmm.
prints, or just details.
Yeah.
Okay, but the point is that because we react to colors, and after a long time seeing such a bright colors, the other person actually can get some unconscious irritability.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so if you want to stay long talking with that person, you shouldn't go with some too bright, too much attention with the whole of your clothes.
Okay. So for instance, I like wearing orange, and so
Yeah.
orange wouldn't be a good choice for a first date.
Yeah, maybe on the bottom, some shoes or some pop,
Yeah.
like accessories or
Mm-hmm.
nails you can use, but the problem is too much.
Okay. So it's all in the balance. What's a good color to wear, or what would be good colors to wear for a first date?
Oh, it's quite difficult question to answer, because it's dependent on really your personal style. If
Yeah.
you are more energetic, a funny person, you can wear some orange, some red, or mix it up with green. But if you are more quiet person, you also can use more blue or green, but always with a much more toned down.
Okay. That's interesting. So number 4.
So 4, don't exaggerate in perfume. Cologne. Sometimes people forget about it because it might cause the same effects of bright colors.
That is so
Okay.
right. Sometimes, women using too much perfume, but one of the pet peeves of women is men using too much aftershave.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like if you hug or like a kiss, you just like get those perfume with you, and yeah.
I moved last year in the old building I lived in. There was a guy who always wore too much aftershave, and every time I stepped into the lift, I knew that he had been riding the lift before me, and I would say to my husband, "It's so and so, just use the lift." So
I can imagine it.
very irritating.
Yeah.
So should you use the advice of a perfumist to tell you what's good?
Oh, I think it's a perfume. It's a really personal thing. So I would advise that don't use a new perfume that you are not get to use it,
Right.
because it probably will be uncomfortable even for you.
Yeah.
So use something that you really like, you used to like, because it's you. So
thank you. So style is something that, yeah, we take, we don't look at it, but certainly it influences and influences the way we think about a person. And what's the number 5 tip of what things we should avoid?
So finally, the last one, don't use outfit that you are not so familiar with, like new shoes or trends, some trends that you are not used to it, because it's important that you feel comfortable about yourself and also physically to focus on the date, not about the clothes and stuffs and your shoes, you know. So I think that when you have a really exciting first date, it's nice to go to shop, to do some shoppings, but to try it first and don't buy something too different from your personal style.
Right.
So yeah, I think that it's important to try new things, but it's depend on the situation, I think.
Well, these are really, really great tips, Juliane. Well, thank you for enlightening our audience about style questions. And if you out there are insecure about your style, Juliane is your expert, and I'm sure she would be happy to advise you. And I think if you're unsure, investing in an image consultant is probably one of the best investments that you can make. So thank you again, Juliane. It was
thank you so much, Claudia. I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Thank you so much.
And speak soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.